Did AKD go to the cancer hospital? Seeking preferential votes without offending anyone. More and more artistes now into politics. Gamila seeks free publicity this time too. AKD's newest advisor, AUNP, without its leaders contesting for the first time.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
Did AKD go to the cancer hospital? President AKD made unexpected visits to the cancer hospital and the prison recently, claimed a certain YouTube channel. But that is said to be false. After seeing the claim, the hospital's director gave calls to each and every ward and inquired if it was true. Sources at the Presidential Secretariat said it was a plant by a certain group that tries to show that AKD was doing what Gota had done during his rule. That one made himself a joker by paying visits to rice traders and mills, seeking preferential votes without offending anyone. NPP candidates want to seek preferential votes at the upcoming polls without offending anyone. The party has made arrangements at district and headquarters levels to make sure that happens. So playing games even on social media won't be easy. Anyway, associates of the NPP candidates are promoting their own. Some among these candidates seem to get free publicity too. That comes from their opposition, and that cannot be prohibited at any level. Observe the social media and note that the candidate for Kalutara Nilanti Kotahatchi gets the best publicity of all. Is she Sitha's double? Even during the presidential election campaign, what she said went viral. So, some say she is the double of Gota's Sitha Arambapola. Nilanthi herself says she is now called Ugandan Kumari and Ugandan Menike. She claimed the Rajapaksas had hidden wealth in Uganda while speaking in a broader context of stressing the need to recover ill-gotten wealth. Taking full responsibility for what she said, the lawyer-politician also said thus,
මං හිතන්නේ මේ කෙටි කාලීන දේශපාලන ජීවිතය ඇතුලේ බොහෝ මේ අවලාදවලට යම් යම් මඩ ප්‍රචාරවලට මම කරපු සමහර ප්‍රචාර මේ ප්‍රකාශයන් පාදක වුණා. එතකොට මෑත කාලීනව මං හිතනවා මට නමක් පටබැඳිලා තියෙනවා උගණ්ඩා කුමාරි කියලා, උගණ්ඩා මැනිකේ කියලා. කොහොම වුණත් මෙතනදී මට කියන්න තියෙන පැහැදිලිවම ජනාධිපතිවරණ රැලි මාලාවේදී දේශපාලන වේදිකාවේ කරපු සෑම කතාවකදීම මගේ මූලික ඉලක්කය වුණේ මේ රටේ නීතිය සාමය යුක්තිය සාධාරණත්වය නැවත ඇති කරලීම වෙනුවෙන් ජනාධිපති අනුර කුමාර දිසානායක සහෝදරයාට සහ ජාතික ජන බලවේගයේ ආණ්ඩුවකට මොකක්ද කළ හැකි කාර්යභාරය කියන එක. ඒ ඉලක්කගත වෙච්ච ප්‍රතිපත්ති මාලාවේ අපි අපේ විශාලම සැලැස්ම කොටසක් විදිහට අපි ඉදිරිපත් කළා. අපි වත්කම් ප්‍රතිෂ්ඨාපන ආයතනයක් පිහිටුවන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා කියන එක. ඒතර ලෝකයේ දියුණු රටවල් වල මේ නීතිය ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීමේදී ඒ බඳු ආයතන පිහිටුවලා තියෙනවා. පාලන තන්ත්‍රයේ විසින් තමන්ගේ දේශය තුල හෝ දේශයෙන් පිටත මහ ජනතාවගේ මුදල් අයථා විදිහට පරිහරණය කරමින් ආයෝජනය කරමින් භාවිත කරමින් තියෙනවා නම් ඒව නැවත අත්පත් කරගන්න පුළුවන් ආයතනයක් පිහිටුවීම. එතකොට ඔන්න ඔය කොටස ගැන වේදිකාවේ කතා කරන මොහොතේදී ඒ මැද කරපු එක කොටසක් තමයි උගණ්ඩාවේ තියෙන සල්ලි නැවත අපේ රටට ගේන්න ඕන නැද්ද කියලා අහපු ප්‍රකාශය. එතකොට මේ ප්‍රකාශය කරන මොහොතේත් මට පූර්ණ අවබෝධය තිබුණා තෝමස් ඩිලාරෝ සමාගම මුදල් මුද්‍රණය කරන බලපත්‍ර සහිත ආයතනයේ විසින් උගණ්ඩා රාජ්‍යයට යැවීම සඳහා මුද්‍රණය කරපු යම් මුදල් නෝට්ටු ප්‍රමාණයක් රැගෙන යාම සිද්ධ කරා. ඒක තමයි මේ මං හිතන්නේ සමාජයේ විසින් අර කතිකාවකට ලක් කරගත්ත පුවත. හැබැයි මේක තෝමස් ඩිලාරු සමාගම විසින් කරපු ඇනෝමකට අනුව කරපු මුද්‍රණය කරපු මුදල් රැගෙන යාමක්.
Namal reacts. Her claim as well as Namal's reaction to it have gone viral. So she has become a well-known character, with some predicting she will poll more votes from Kalutara than Dr. Nalinda, which means that social media trends cannot be controlled by conventional laws. More and more artistes now into politics. Popular artistes are contesting from several parties. Ranjan contests for Gampaha from the UDV with the microphone symbol, while Adarachchi is a candidate in Trincomalee from Uvindu Wijawera's Devani Parapura. Furthermore, Wimal Ketiparachchi, Jagath Manuana, Shamila Paris and Kirthi Welisaraj are candidates from the NPP. From the SLPP, Anusha Damayanthi, Jayantha Ketagoda and Sudath Rohana have been given nominations. Jahan Apahami contests from the FSP for Puttalam. If they win, Parliament will become a haven for artistes. Were they deceived? A large number of artistes is supporting the NPP this time. So, several veterans who were seen in that party's stage previously complain that they get sidelined now. One is a woman who hoped to enter the Diawana from the national list. The comrade president didn't give her a call at least. Now she vents her sorrow with posts on Facebook. Another senior who came down especially for the campaigning is also among the worried lot. Anyway, it seems the comrade president is going to set his duties aside and give them a round of calls. Voters elected AKD not for personal objectives to get prioritised. They want to see that common aspirations are achieved. So their worries over not getting candidacy will not give him any space to do his duty by the country. Gamila seeks free publicity this time too. With less than a month to go for the polls, candidates play all the gimmicks to catch the public eye. The wealthy ones spend generously, while some others expect free publicity. Foremost among them is Dilith's medal candidate Gamila. He is challenging AKD and Vijitha to publicise 2 reports of Easter Sunday attacks probes done during Ranil's rule. Vijitha falls for it and reacts, and Gamila accepts the challenge. If the government doesn't do it, I will make the reports public, he says, and asks the government to find out how the reports hidden by Ranil and AKD made their way out of the presidential secretariat. With no protests in the streets since AKD assumed office, the visual media is badly short of news and their ratings have gone down considerably. So, Nilanthi Namal, Gamila Vijitha clashes give them ample opportunities to up their ratings again. Vijitha demands Gamila hand over the reports within 3 days and reveal how he came to possess them as well. Yesterday, Gamila came before the media and responded. He refused to hand over the reports without a government assurance that they will be made public.
මේ වාර්තාව මා ළඟ තබා ගැනීම බරපතල අපරාධයක් ලෙස විජිතේරත් ඇමතුමා හුවා දක්වමින් ආණ්ඩුවට මේ වාර්තා බාර දෙන්න කිව්වට මම ප්‍රසිද්ධ කිරීමේ පොරොන්දුව නැතිනම් ආණ්ඩුවට බාර දෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. මම කලින් සඳහන් කළ ආකාරයට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ආණ්ඩුව මේක ප්‍රසිද්ධ නොකළොත් දින 7කින් පසු මම අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේක ප්‍රසිද්ධ කරනවා. අපි විජිතේරත් ඇමතුමාට කියන්න ඕනි මේ බරපතල අපරාධයක් කරනවායි කියලා අපිව බයට බියපත් කරලා මේ වාර්තා ප්‍රසිද්ධ කිරීම නතර කරන්න බෑ. ගරු ඇමතිතුමනි යකාට බය නැති නිසා තමයි අපි සෝනේ ගෙවල් හදාගෙන ඉන්නේ.
What happens if he crosses the line? Some say Gamila will be in hot water if he crosses the line in this manner. His one-time confidant Shiral Lakhtilak says on Facebook that Gamila cannot issue challenges while knowing the fate of anyone who has stolen goods. Anyway, it has given Gamila an opportunity to come out of his hibernation and become a newsmaker again. AKD's newest advisor. Sajith has now become a sort of advisor to AKD. He gives him advice every day on how to rule the country. At the same time, he vows to make the strongest opposition possible. As a result, the media doesn't take him seriously. So gossip about Sajith seems to be in short supply nowadays. Some within his SJB are openly issuing him challenges, Harsha and Hirunika being foremost among them. Manaparuma withdrew from the election after making Sajith a joker. Even Damitha's case is something quite unwarranted. Harsha gains by the day. According to party sources, Sajith's control in the SJB is going downhill by the day. Some say a conspiracy was there since the beginning against Harsha. But that has made him all the more strong and popular. He is gaining ground each day. Middle class as well as die-hard SJB votes are likely to go to him. With Ranil absent from the race, his supporters too are considering Harsha in a favourable light. Some hope Harsha will win by getting at least 1 vote more than his leader. By the way, Sajith has been able to make amends with Hirunika courtesy Madhuma Bandara. Yesterday, the General Secretary and Hirunika gave a media briefing. The latter said she will not inconvenience the party or the leader and will continue with campaigning. She said there was no other reason than the need to campaign more freely when she decided to resign as national organiser of the party's women's wing. Who is against her? She also said a certain person has accused her of having done nothing for the party. That was not the opinion of the leader, said Hirunika. Then a journalist inquired from her if she was at odds with Jalani. I do my politics in the party. Jalani is Mr. Sajith Premadasa's wife. She doesn't hold any party position. So she is irrelevant to me, replied Hirunika. When the matter of Damitha came up, Madhuma Bandara claimed it happened due to a communication error. Hirunika didn't join in and just looked on. Denied candidacy, but to be SJB General Secretary? Hearing Madhuma Bandara's reaction, Damitha again took him to task before the media. She inquired if the party has persons with communication disabilities. She demanded that Madhuma Bandara resign and pave the way for her to be named in the national list. At this rate, some say, the SJB may appoint Damitha to the General Secretary position. Damitha doesn't blame Sajith in any way. Lucky seems to have balanced things up nicely. A UNP without its leaders contesting for the first time. Critics note that none of the leading members of the United National Party are contesting this time. For the first time, leader Ranil, assistant leader Akila, chairman Wajira and General Secretary Ranj Bandara have opted out at an election. Only deputy leader Ruan and national organiser Sagala contest, from Gampahar and Colombo respectively. Some say Hareen carries all the weight in Badulla, where the UNP can expect some breathing space. The media aspect of the campaign is in the hands of Dinith Chinthaka and Shanuka Karunaratne. None of those who surrounded Ranil during the period he was the president are there anymore. Only those who worked all the time are left to carry the entire burden. Bragging at Flower Road. As they busy themselves thus, some of those who don't contest gather at Flower Road campaign office and waste time by bragging and talking chit-chat. They expect the present regime to fall by April next year. On a recent day, they talked about India being not on good terms with the AKD regime. An ex-minister type said none of the officials were there when Jaishankar was on a visit. Only AKD and the translator were there with him. Anyway, the discussion brought nothing, he said. Another said the Indian High Commission supported Sajith during the election, with Lucky making that one's place his permanent living quarters. A former official joined in, saying even the IMF matter is a worry. For now, the money we saved is there. By April, big trouble could occur, he said. That ex-minister noted that such a thing won't happen because AKD follows the same path taken by their boss. Another said it is better if the boss issues a statement explaining the current state of affairs. All agreed when another said the boss should give leadership to the gas cylinder candidates too. As per that agreement, Ranil is to make a special statement to the country on Thursday. That's it for today.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.